Happy New Year, and welcome to the very first 2026 episode of Japan Digital Asset Weekly. What if I told you that the Japanese crypto market you knew last year has effectively ceased to exist? On December 10th last year, while the global market was still pushing hard toward the yen goals, the Japanese government released a document that effectively ended the Wild West era of digital assets. We're witnessing what I call the Great Migration, the wholesale move of crypto regulation from the Payment Services Act to the Financial Instrument and Exchange Act, or FIEA. This is the most significant structural change since the original 2017 regulation. If you are a global founder or VC or a high net worth investor, your 2026 strategy starts right here. I'm Keisuke, CEO of Wakyodo and venture partner at Onigiri Capital. And today, we're breaking down the new foundation of the Japanese market. As we step into January 2026, the air in Tokyo's financial districts is electric. The reason is the Financial Services Agency's landmark report published on December 10th. This isn't just a policy update. It is the definitive roadmap for our industry's future. For years, Japan regulated crypto as a means of payment under the Payment Services Act. But as we enter this new year, the FSA has officially acknowledged the reality. Crypto is now a primary investment vehicle for the Japanese public. The numbers at the end of 2025 were undeniable. Domestic accounts have surpassed 30 million, with user deposits exceeding 5 trillion yen. More tellingly, nearly 87% of users cited long-term price appreciation as their primary motivation for trading. Because of this, the government is moving crypto under the FIEA, the same rigorous law that governs the Tokyo Stock Exchange. So, what is the 2026 outlook for global projects? It is all about institutional-grade transparency. The new framework is designed to eliminate the information asymmetry that has plagued this industry. Under the FIEA Framework, Japan is introducing a mandatory standardized information disclosure regime. If your project is categorized as a centralized crypto asset, the burden of proof is now on you. The FSA has defined centralized tokens through three main criteria: entities with the authority to issue tokens, permissioned blockchains where an entity manages transfers, or standardized tokens like ERC20 where an entity controls the technical specifications. These centralized issuers must now provide standardized summaries that include business plans, the specific use of funds, project progress, and the token holdings of the issuer and the related parties. This is a massive change. In 2026, you can no longer rely on vague white paper that doesn't match the code. But here is the most important part: civil liability. Under the FIEA, if your disclosure contains false information or omits crucial facts, the issuer and even the exchange can be held legally liable for user damages. We're also seeing the introduction of administrative surcharges to ensure compliance. For truly decentralized assets like Bitcoin, the responsibility shifts to the licensed domestic exchanges to gather and provide public data. At Wakyodo, our analysis for 2026 is clear. Japan is no longer a low-friction market for experimental tokens. It is becoming the world's first high-trust digital asset jurisdiction. The migration to the FIEA means that the being listed in Japan will become a global gold standard of legitimacy, similar to an NYSE listing. If you want to access the 5 trillion yen sitting in Japanese retail accounts, you must be prepared to act with the transparency of a public corporation. This is the end of the beginning. In our next episode, we'll look at the titans entering the market, the mega banks, and the ironclad rules of integrity they are bringing with them. That's all for this week's Japan Digital Asset Weekly. The foundation for 2026 is set, and the transition to the FIA is finally here. Now is the time to prepare. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. At Wakyodo, we help you bridge the gap between global innovation and the Japanese digital asset market. Thank you for being part of our journey as we start this historic year. We look forward to bringing you more insights into the evolving Japanese landscape every week. Have a productive start to your year, and I'll see you in episode 65.